Hello again, High Point students, cool chemists from High Point. Let's go over the rest of your balancing reactions. Okay, we have methane being broken down into carbon and hydrogen, and I already snuck that 2 in there. So let's see if I did it right. 1 carbon on each side and 4 hydrogen here. 2 times 2 also gives us 4 hydrogen. Taking a look at letter I, silicon oxide, dioxide plus carbon gives us silicon plus carbon monoxide. Looks like the silicon is being replaced by the carbon here. So what are we going to do? We have 2 oxygen. I'm just looking for differences real quick. 2 oxygen and only 1 here. So let's put a 2 in front of the carbon monoxide so that we now have 2 oxygen. Well, that changed the carbon over here. So let's adjust the carbon on the reactant side. So now we have 2 on each side. Silicon looks good. That can stand alone. So let's check what we have. Silicon is 1 oxygen, 2 on each side, and carbon also 2 on each side. Taking a look at the next one here, we have 4 chlorine and 2 chlorine. So let's adjust the chlorine on the reactant side. Now it looks like it's this combination reaction, right? This synthesis reaction looks pretty good. Silicon, 1 of those on each side. Chlorine, 4. 2 times 2 is 4, right? And 4 on this side from our subscript. Silicon tetrachloride plus hydrogen gives us silicon plus hydrochloric acid. Looks like the hydrogen is replacing the silicon. All right, so taking a look at some differences, I see 4 chlorine, I see 2 hydrogen, I see 1 silicon, and hold up a second, I might have an incorrect formula here because there's no way to balance that. Yes, there is. I'm sorry. Okay, so this has a 2 subscript. I wasn't seeing that right off the top of my head. So I'm going to, I could put a 2 in front of here, but that won't balance out the chlorine, right? Because there's 4 chlorine here. So let's put a 4 in front of the hydrochloric acid. So what does that do to the hydrogen? Well, it means there's 4 here, but we can easily fix that. We can put a 2 in front of the hydrogen here. So let's just check these off. Silicon has 1, chlorine 4 on each side, and hydrogen 4 and 4. All right, easy peasy so far. We have barium plus sulfuric acid giving us barium sulfate and hydrogen. Looks like the barium is replacing the hydrogen, giving off a little hydrogen gas. And let's take a look at this. Looks like we are already balanced. Barium, 1, hydrogen, 2. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and treat the SO4 as 1 item because there's no more oxygen or sulfur on this side, no more oxygen or sulfur on this side. So sulfate just stays the same on both sides, and there's only 1 of those. All right, so that one was pretty easy. All right, so now we have magnesium hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid, a good acid-base reaction, making a salt and some water. Magnesium chloride salt plus water. All right, let's take a look at some things that are out of sync here. For instance, we have 2 hydrogen plus 1 hydrogen. That's an odd number. Do we have an odd number over here? No, that's not going to match up. So let's start by making this an even number, because we'll have to do that eventually. Let's see if it's a big enough even number. So 4 hydrogen. Let's see, I have 2 hydrogen. I need 2 more hydrogen. Did that change anything? Let's see here. Looks like it might have worked already. We have, let's go and check everything off. Magnesium, 1 each. Oxygen, 2 oxygen. It's 2 because it's in parentheses. And 2 oxygen here because there's 2 water molecules. We have a coefficient, 2 times 1. So 2 oxygen on both sides. Hydrogen, 2 hydrogen plus 2 hydrogen gives us 4. Oh, and here we have 2 water molecules, 2 times 2, the coefficient times the subscript, is giving us 4. How about the last one right here? We have 2 hydrochloric acid molecules, so 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 chlorine in our magnesium chloride, so that balances out. All right, so hopefully this helped you out with your homework. If you are still struggling with them, please let me know. Please fix all your problems that you didn't get correct and resubmit them if you got less than 10. If you got more than 10, you can leave it alone, and I'll just trust that you're watching the video and learning from the video.